This is Investment Tanking, your guide to the premium tanks. This is the Berlin Cromwell, the more aesthetically pleasing version of the Cromwell variant. This is the tank review, and I probably shouldn't go over too much about the crew, which gets Brothers in Arms as a 0th perk, which means no XP is required to unlock it. Other than that, just look how sexy this tank is. Oh yes. Anyway, moving on. First difference you'll notice is overtaking the Cromwell normal on the right. That's due to the incredible terrain resistance, allowing acceleration a lot faster on all surfaces. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by how pretty this is again. You can put your own camo on it, but you can't put inscriptions on it. You're stuck with the Ajax that it comes with. Not that it really affects what goes on the side anyway. But just in case you want to write some things like God Save the Queen, you can't. As similar as they are, the other differences are that the Cromwell B has one less millimetre, I know, shocking, less frontal and rear hull armour, but it does gain an extra 10 on the side, which is very useful if you're trying to dodge and weave an enemy's attacks. The Cromwell B has a supposedly much higher track traverse at 50 degrees compared to the Cromwell normals of 36, but in practice, the Cromwell still manages to do a full 360 traverse faster than the Cromwell B. If someone can explain that voodoo to me, I'd be very pleased. Also, the gun dispersion on the move is much noticeably worse in the Cromwell B. Also, nice ammo rack. I feel that this detriment to the gun's handling bounces off any boost in mobility you do get in the Cromwell B.
That one didn't go through. We've lost a crack.
Another thing to notice is even though the gun it gets looks and is called the 75mm gun Mark V, it gets the exact same stats, penetration values and dispersion as the 75mm Vickers high velocity that the normal Cromwell gets. It probably gets those bad dispersion stats on the move from the Mark V, and I'm not sure if Wargaming intended that, but that's how it is, so love it.
Great shot. Target.
Also, whoever's spreading the rumour that the Cromwell B has better gun depression, better stop it, because as far as I've seen, they both exactly have the same. -8 for gun depression, +15 for gun elevation. It might just feel a bit better because you have a shorter barrel, I don't know. Despite the slight differences, they both have similarities. They both go forwards at 64 km an hour, they both go back at 20 km an hour. 650 horsepower engines, 23.4 horsepower a ton. The only differences can be that the Cromwell B earns a lot more credits as it is premium, and it earns a lot more experience as well with the premium bonus. That's around 30 to 40,000 credits in an average game, with 80,000 in an exceptional game with around 2,500 damage. The Ace Mastery is around 2,000 damage for the cutoff, and they both get tier 6 to 8 matchmaking. A lot of people will be selling their normal Cromwells if they get the Cromwell Berlin, but I'm not sure that's entirely wise given the dispersion inaccuracy on the move. If it's used for any competitions like tier 6 clan wars or strongholds, you might find that a bit of a bother, getting an extra 0.02 added to your dispersion every time you're moving and your turret's traversing. But good players will be able to cancel that out with skill and skills. And finally, one of my pet hates is being asked, why does it have an American white star on the back if it's a British tank? It's not an American star! It's the generic Allied symbol that was painted on most of the British and American and Allied vehicles to help them be distinguished in the air in the run-up to D-Day. It just helps them be identified. So, anyway, gripes aside, is it a good tank? Yes. Is it worth buying? If you're an avid Cromwell driver, yes, get it. It's very good, credit earning's very good, and you get a lot of experience to go through to train your crews. Now, is it worth selling a Cromwell? Up to you. Other than that, spend more gold, keep tanking.